everybody, Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Have I got a really terrific guitar for you? This is a second owner guitar I just picked up here in Iowa. Had to travel all the way up into the northern reaches of Iowa to get this one. But when I heard about it, I said, I'll be right there. What we have is a 1978 Electra V950 MPC Vulcan. Boy, is that a mouthful. These guitars were the top of the line for Electras. The 950, they didn't get any higher end than this one. And I'll tell you what, this guitar is absolutely beautiful. It's got gold hardware, which of course I love. And then it's got all kinds of really cool appointments. It's got a tortoise look pick guard. It's got tortoise look binding on the top. It's got tortoise look binding on the neck. Of course, the gold Electra tuners up here. It's got a brass nut. Of course, it's from the 70s. Everybody had brass nuts in the 70s. And of course, all the proper knobs and appointments. Now, this guitar is an MPC. Now, what is an MPC? MPC stands for Modular Powered Circuits, and it was something that they developed, which basically meant it had onboard effects. And this particular model has two of them. You plug them in the back, and you can get different ones. Most of the Electras I've had have come with these two. They must have been the most popular ones. But it has an overdrive, which sounds like a power boost to me. It doesn't really sound like what we would say is an overdrive that starts distorting. It just kind of adds a punch to the sound. And then it has a really cool phaser, which we'll demo here in just a minute and show you what that does. But I got to tell you, the guitar is in beautiful shape. It was very much babied when the man opened the case for me. I looked at it and I said, okay, here's my money. He said, don't you? No, it looks fine. It looks great. You could just tell when they opened the case and everything looks perfect in there. It's still shiny. The strings were all loosened. I probably could have kept the strings on it that he'd put on it 20 years ago when he stuck it back in the case. It didn't require anything. The neck was perfect. It didn't need tightening. It didn't need anything. And the only thing we did was put a battery into the battery compartment. We had to clean the modulars in there. Their little connections had gotten a little corroded. We cleaned those and it works perfect. So I was really pleased about it. Now these pickups are just really, really strong. These are the Magnaflux pickups, which Electra is known for. They used them in a lot of their guitars. You'll see them in different cases. Sometimes they're white, sometimes they're black like these. Sometimes they have even covers on them in a humbucker. These, of course, are the exposed humbuckers, and everything is great. I mean, the surrounds, there's no cracking to them. Everything is absolutely perfect, and you get just a ton of sounds out of this particular guitar. We do know that it has the serial number on the back. It's got the Electra thing on the back, and this is a 1978. These guitars were only made for a few years. They started making them in 1977, so it's a second-year guitar, and they stopped making them in 1980. So there weren't a lot of these out there. Of course, it has a set neck, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, everything on here is just extraordinary, and I absolutely love this guitar. I'm just really proud to be showing you this guitar. Now, the guitar has some features on here I want to point out. It has this selector switch that has 5 positions. Now, what it does is it combines pickups, and then it goes out of phase in a couple of the positions, and I can't remember exactly which ones do which. I have that in the listing that I have on www.lawmanguitars.com, so you can look at that, and it'll tell you exactly what they're doing. But they're really very toneful. You can really hear a large difference between them. This is clearly the front pickup here on setting 1. We go to setting 2. I suspect that's the 2 pickups together. That's probably the back pickup. Sounds like something's out of phase there. There it is. pickups are really strong. Wow. Okay, so anyway, that's the pickups. They just sound great. Now, let's go through these effects. We engage this one here, and that's the power boost. Then you can add or take it away. So you can actually use it to take it down even. That's without, that's with. Wow, okay. Then we go to this really cool phaser, which I'm really impressed with the phasers on these Electras. We've demoed several of these, and they just sound great. I'm just really surprised. That's a lot of phaser. That's way too much fun. So, an absolutely incredible set neck guitar, 1978 Electra V950 Vulcan. Now, let me show you the really good stuff that comes with this guitar. You get, of course, with Lawman, you always want to get the original cases. You guys call me with guitars, make sure you have original cases. It's the first question I ask you. Now, how do we know this is the original case? It says right on there, Electra. It's a hard shell case. It is form-fitting to that guitar. All the latches work. The original handle's on here. And you know what? This was really cool. The guy who I bought it from told me about this. Left it on here. He bought this from Mark's Music Company in Festus, Missouri. And when he got it, it was 3 years old, so he was the second owner, and he had it ever since then. So he bought it, let's see, that would have been like 1981. So he's owned the guitar since 1981. Hardly played it. He said, I just babied it. I hated to take it out of the house. So that explains why it's so nice. But anyway, I left that on here. I thought that was really cool. Then you get inside here, and you just have this incredible case. It's just as nice as the guitar. Like I was saying, it's shaped to the guitar. You can see it right in here. It's got all the proper things in here. This was not a case that was brought in after the guitar. It's been with the guitar forever. It's got two accessory boxes here, which you can put more effects in there if you want, and some strings and all sorts of stuff, but they're on there and operating. The back accessory strap is on there, which keeps your back from flopping all the way open, which is kind of nice too. And it's just an extremely nice case that goes with your guitar. So check this one out. It is absolutely extraordinary. We are really proud to be showing you that guitar. And you know, check out our website. We've got a bunch of really cool 1970s made in Japan guitars right now. I've got a finder down in Virginia, thank you Bill, who has been supplying me with a bunch of these really cool guitars. This one not, but a lot of other ones that we've been selling, and he just sent me 5 more. So I've got a steady supply of these cool Electras coming, and you'll be happy to know that, you collectors out there of Electras. I was showing it to one of the store owners here in town, and he says, you know, those Electra guitars are just really great guitars. He said, you know, I hate to say it, but they're I hate to show them next to my really expensive Gibsons. They're really good. I go, yeah, I know. I discovered that myself. So you'll be seeing more made in Japan guitars from the 70s here in my shop. So check them all out at www.lawmanguitars.com. You can go to my Facebook pages. I've got Lawman Guitars Facebook pages for Lawman Guitars and Lawman Guitars fan page. So sign up there, like the pages, and you'll be able to see all our guitars. What I do is when I list a new guitar, I immediately put it in Facebook. All my customers have learned that they show up there first, so you don't have to keep watching the site, although I love having you do that. Just watch Facebook and you'll know when new guitars show up. So check this one and all the really great guitars I've been finding for you at www.lawmanguitars.com, and thanks a lot for watching my demo today.